It's me, Kimberly, and in this tutorial I am going to teach you how to make a cute payment button like this one right here. Okay, so we're going to be doing this in Adobe Illustrator, so go ahead and get in there. I make my buttons to be 200 pixels by 200 pixels usually, so you'll want to just do File, New, and then set it up 200 pixels by 200 pixels. And then we're going to go ahead and get started. Making little circle buttons like this is so stinking easy. All you have to be able to do to make this is know how to make a circle in Illustrator. So I'm just going to click my little circle button right here and click anywhere. And then I'm going to make it, let's say 150 pixels by 150 pixels to get started. I'm going to align it in the center and align it vertically and make it the color that I want my button to be. So that is the first step, making a button. Now I'm going to do Command Copy on a Mac and then Command B to send my circle to the back. I'm going to make that circle a different color by hitting the next color that I want to use. And then I'm going to do Transform and make it just a little bit bigger, like maybe 160 pixels. Ta-da! Now I'm going to make the very last circle in my group. So I'm going to do Command Copy on a Mac and Command B to send it to the back. This time I'm going to make it gray. So that's my third color. And I'm going to make it 170 pixels big. There it is. But this circle is a little tiny bit different from all the other circles because this one isn't a circle. This one is a series of dots. So let me show you how to do that and get ready because it's going to just blow your mind. Alright, so first you're going to switch this from a fill to a stroke. So now you'll see my gray is a line that goes around the outside. The next thing I'm going to do is click on Window, Stroke, and that'll bring up this crazy box right here. You're going to want this weight of the stroke to be about 3 pixels wide. It might have to be a little bit bigger. You just kind of have to play with it. And then you're going to choose Round Cap and Round Join. Then you're going to hit this little dashed line button. And you can set it wherever it looks good to you, but usually 0.5 is good to make it a little circle. And then you need, that's for the dash, and then you need a 10 point gap. That makes the spaces between the dashes. But you can experiment and play around with that a little bit if you want it to look a little different. So now I've got my circles. You'll see there are little circles that go all the way around my box. I'm going to click on those little circles, and then I'm going to go back to my transform tool, and I'm going to change this to like maybe 165 pixels because it'll bring it in tighter around my edges. So there you have it. That's how you make the button. It's just super duper easy peasy. The next thing we need to do is focus on the words inside the button. So for that, you're just going to choose your type tool. I do it over here on the side. And let me go back to my button and see what it says. Okay, start. Alright, so now I'm just going to type the word start. I'm going to highlight the word start. And then I'm going to choose a font. The font that I used for this one is Bombshell Pro. Sorry, it's not a freebie one, but it is gorgeous. And I'm going to make it like 24 size big. Then I'm going to double click on the fill and change it to white using 6 Fs. And then you'll notice that my start button here is a little different from my start word here. That's because I mixed up 2 fonts. So it's actually Bombshell Pro for the capital letters and my all-time favorite Carolina Pro for the rest of the letters. And then again, this font is a glyph font, so I can type on my glyphs button and change my letter R to look a little different. So you can do that when you have fonts that have glyphs. So next I'm just going to use my selection tool to pick this up and move it to the center of my button. And then I'm just going to use my shift key and hold the edges down to make a nice square. And then I'm going to put that centered and aligned in the center. And then I usually like to slide it over just a little bit because it always looks a little off to me, and it's probably just my eyeballs. So now I've got my start words in place. Next I need my making headway June 2004 and my dollar amount. So I'm going to go back to Adobe Illustrator, and I'm going to click my type tool again. And I'm going to click anywhere on my thing, and I used Helvetica for the rest of that font, and I made it probably, I don't know, 18 in the size. So then you're just going to type out, did I use caps or no? Who knows? I did. Okay. So making headway June 1st. Is that what it says? Let me go back again. Nope. Look, I can't even remember what I put on there. So June 2014. So I just typed all that out, then highlighted it all and changed it all to white, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 F's again. The only time it's good to get 6 F's is when you want white, but definitely not when you're in school. I don't know. It always cracks me up. I always think about that because my daughter is in 3rd grade, and so we don't want any F's at my house. So now I'm going to grab that and drag it to the center. And then I'm just going to hold my shift key down while I'm using my mouse to make it small enough to fit in the middle. And then I'm just going to bring it back over there, and I made it way too tiny. That was a hoot. It's just super small. So now I'm going to go back, click on it again, and hold my shift key down, and then just make it the size that fits good inside the button. And then of course you want to hit the horizontal align to make it in the middle. There is that part, and then last is the price part. And as you'll notice, my price is super big. So I'm going to click on the text. I'm going to click anywhere over on the side, and I'm going to put my $5.47. Then I'm going to highlight that. Once again, I'm going to use what? 6 F's. Ta-da! Then I'm going to center that in the middle, and then I'm going to bring it down, hold my shift key down again, and make it super big. Don't ask me why I want that to be super big, but I just do. And then I'm going to put it right up under there, and I'm going to center it again just to make sure it lines up nice in the middle. And then the very last thing is to kind of just play around by clicking on each element and setting them up just where you want them. And there you have it, how to make a cute like a cute payment button for your PayPal for your website in like 5 minutes or less. At least I hope it's 5 minutes or less. And yeah, that's a lot covered in one tutorial. We've got how to mix up fonts, how to use glyphs, how to make circle buttons. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, and bye. Oh, whoops! One thing. Oh, crap. I can't believe I forgot this part. You got to file and save this bad boy. Save it for the web as a PNG file, please, so it looks nice and pretty on your site. So you click save, and I'm going to choose the word pay button. You can choose whatever button, whatever floats your boat. Save it. But then also don't forget, after you save it that way, you need to do file, save as. So you save it as an Illustrator file so that you can come back and work on it later on. If you want to make changes or if you want to make more buttons. That way you won't have to do this whole tutorial from start to finish every stinking time you want a button. Whew! So there you go. There you have it. How to make a circle button using Illustrator. Thanks, and bye!